Okay, welcome back to the raiding climb. Again, we are only playing the stonewall attack setup in both white and black. We're currently sitting at 1458 rating. I'm trying to get to 1500 today. Let's see if we can do it. Let's go ahead and jump right in. All right, we got ourselves a game. Again, you start with D4. And then we'll see what Olivia is going to do from Uruguay. Oh, gotta get a new one. Yes, we are 1501. I misspoke about our rating. And just to update you on wins and losses, we have 6 wins, 1 draw, 13 great moves, and 2 blunders. Here we go. Again, we'll do D4. Dang, keep getting game aborts. Let's try to find another one. We got a 1496 opponent. Here we go. Just gonna get our bishop out as fast as possible. Whenever they go for the early knight to c6, we can also try to clamp down on the center to prevent it from jumping in with f4. That's usually how I like to start, and we can bring the bishop out next move. This move we don't really worry about, we just bring out the knight. Alright, and we're gonna want to take with the queen. What is this? What? Is that I'm missing something? I'm not really sure what that was, honestly. Alright, well, we're up a piece, I guess. We'll just go ahead and get our knight out quick and castle. I mean, our bishop out. Castle as fast as possible. What is going on? I'm really confused. They're just giving us their queen. Maybe they had to go or something. So I'm not really sure what's going on. I think they're just raging. So okay. Let's just move on to the next one. There is not much to be said there. We have been getting a lot of points each game because these are some of the first games we're playing. So we're now rated 1523, climbing very fast. So let's update. I think we did have, I don't know if we had any great moves that game, but that's okay. We are up to 7 wins, 1 draw. Now let's go ahead with our setup. Clamp down on these squares first. Looks like they're trying to maybe mirror us. So they were able to get their own knight in the center. These games can be kind of drawish sometimes, but we'll see if we can pull through. We can now jump our own knight into the center. And if they take, I always like to open up the rook. Like So they're defending our they're attacking our undefended pawn. If we move this knight, it opens up our bishop to it, and it also attacks the bishop, forcing it to move or try to defend itself. So they're allowing us to take. It brings out the queen. We could then go for our own trade. Just kind of trade all the pieces, but we would be the ones with a better bishop, so that's fine. We'll go for it. Okay. So we do have the two bishops. Thinking we need to get this rook into the game. That's probably our worst piece. So we could either try to march up our pawn all the way up, or try to get the bishop, this bishop out. But I think I'm gonna go for the pawn push. This pawn is a problem if once we take. That's an idea. We could just push forward and kind of cement these pawns up here. Now we can push because we have this other pawn defended from the knight in the center. This frees up this pawn. I'm thinking we go for that. That's not good. He's stepping into line of sight of our bishop, so we're happy to see that. We could also push forward one. Kind of like that. If we push forward one, it does disconnect this. Or we could push this first. That way it's not a liability. Go here. There's lots of options. Yeah, I'm thinking we go here first. We can always slide back after taking. Hmm. Like I said, these positions can be tough to navigate. But this at least lines up on the king as well. So we've got quite a few pins going right now. I kind of like that. It's tough to tell who's got the better position now. Hmm. Thinking we got quite a bit of pressure on this pawn, so if they take, they can't take back. Well, now they can't take back with this pawn, so I'm liking that pressure. This now opens up our bishop to come in. Mm. Takes two moves. We could maybe push this first. Now we've got two connected pawns here. And he has to stay guarding this pawn, otherwise it's a check. So this is really dangerous. He can try to come up here. Potentially. But we're too quick. Well, at least when his bishop. Nothing else. This was a crazy position, getting these pawns rolling through all of that. It's kind of crazy. We'll have to see if we played this accurately or not. We've got this pawn that's pretty dangerous as well. Here we take this first to defend our bishop in case they try coming down. Again, it's defended, which is good news for us. Now we could take here and just get these pawns rolling. I don't think there's anything they can do to stop them. We have 2 minutes on the clock, so always good to watch out for when you start getting lower on time to start speeding up. But I think we have a great position and can just keep these rolling. Save the bishop first. Gotta speed up. 20 seconds. Okay, 9 seconds. Oh shoot. Okay, hopefully that worked. All right, good game with 1 second left on the clock. I guess they want a rematch. Let's go for it. That was a really good game. I did want to review that, but seeing as there's no time, we will not be. Looks like they're going to be playing the same opening against us again. If they don't castle, then we have a really good check. Oh, looks like they have the same check. But we can always bring our knight forward more. I actually really like this line. So this blocks it off. They can take having the tactic to try to win the rook, but we have defense here. Oh, looks like they did see that as well. Interesting. I'm thinking we could go for a long castle this game, just because we've already committed our pawns forward, and it might actually help us with this attack. Just got to be careful of this pawn from this knight. Which way to take back? I'm thinking we go for this one. It attacks the bishop. I did realize there actually was a fork here, and it's blocked because my bishop, so I'm glad we have one more move to do something about that. I did blunder that fork though. That is not good. So we can either move our bishop, kind of like where it's at though, so I think we move. Yeah, I think we just bring our rook to defend. Now I'm thinking we can bring this. I think we will bring the bishop down now. Just so we can start our pawn storm on this side. We can even try to bring our knight in here, which I think could be good. Yeah, nothing wrong with that move. Probably should have just taken the knight. I had the chance. Kind of regretting that. Let's see here. Could push this, but it's pretty easy to attack that. Yeah, I think we need both rooks lined up on the king. I think that's the way to go. If he takes, can try to create a double battery with the rooks. If he doesn't, I think we can just open up the files, which is what we want. I think we just double up, go for this. Gotta save the queen. Take back. You could also reroute the bishop this way back to where sorry, back to where it was to try to take out that knight. If we want. I'm just gonna double up first. Now we can get rid of this knight. This pesky knight in the middle of the board. And then now our bishop has more openings to go for. Now's the time to ask if we sacrifice it to open up the king. I think we're ready for that. I would like to have my queen here. So I think we maybe just step back for now. Go all the way back. Yeah, I like going all the way back. I think it'll also help defend if they try pushing this pawn or anything. See, they're trying to open up an attack on this. I think we can just safely go back. And then start pushing our pawn. He's going for this. If I go here, it allows his rook to come in. But you know what? I think we can just go for it. I'll try to take this pawn, but I think that only will allow me to double up and cause problems. Probably push this first. That way he can't push this pawn. So let's see, what is black going to do? We have 3 minutes, so we're getting pretty close on time. Happy time to speed up just a little bit. See, this does allow us to try and push. I think I do want my queen lined up here. I should have pushed probably first. Should have gone here first. That disconnects the queen from the defense. I think I can still go there with my queen, but we'll have to see. Yeah, is now the time to do so? He wants to push. We take first, then go for this. Shoot. Should not have done that. Man. I think I messed that one up. Shoot. Good game. Let's see here. All right, let's do some. I want to review those last two games. I think we were doing pretty good for the most part of that game. I just gave away my bishop for no reason. So that is our first loss. So here we are. Hopefully I'm up to speed. Let me just count real quick. Let's do a review of the last game. It says no blunders, but pretty sure we did have 3 great moves. So that's up to 16 from that game. It was pretty even for most of it. We did have a completely winning position here. I'm wondering if it wanted us to sacrifice. Yeah, this was probably the time. I just didn't see a follow-up after this one. You could take, I guess you win the queen, and you're up a piece technically. Oh wow. Okay, I did not see that was so good, because his only defender was, and if he goes here, you just slide back, and there's just too much pressure. He can't. What could we do? We could go forward, or even just go for the. Oh no, that's just losing. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I did not see this. We go for here. What's the big idea? Oh, now we're attacking that rook. And we also could potentially maybe come down, slide in here. Wait, no, that's them. I don't know. I think it's just that it opens up this attack. So if they move that, then what? Oh, dark squares are weak, so he has to try to defend against this. And now we keep a rook and a queen, and it's just almost impossible to try to defend against this. Now we're attacking everything. Okay. Well, sorry, that was a lot. Let's go back to what happened. We should have sacrificed it. We didn't. You can see they kind of start getting more of an advantage. I wanted to slide my queen back just to open things up more. I'm trying to think if this would have been the best move in the position instead of this. Let's see. It just says to go back. Why? I don't know. Stockfish is crazy sometimes. Anyways, we went for the. That was the best move. We shouldn't have gone for a queen trade in this position. We're already had so much pressure. We could have gone here to maybe start attacking these weak white light squares. But yeah, and then also giving away the bishop was just not it. So we did have a great position, just kind of fell apart there at the end. Let's go back to the previous game that we won. Looks like we did have one great move in this. You can see, let's figure out what that was. You know, we had almost the same symmetrical position. We traded queens. Let me flip this for you guys. If you remember, we launched the pawn, brought our rook to the game, and then got these 2 passed pawns. This was the great move. Throwing our pawn forward and attacking the bishop, because it was pretty much unstoppable at that point. We won the piece. We just kind of took everything after this. And now we're just marching. The endgame got crazy. I was so low on time. I had to remove all of this. It's funny. I pre-moved into where his king would be so he could take it. So, anyways, those were the 2 games. Let's do one more. Go back. Let's do one more game. We're 15 to 22 rated. And let's go d4. I always like pushing the c pawn in these cases. Just double defend, double down. And we're going to bring our bishop out, and then we're pretty much good to go. We can castle. I always like to take back with the e-pawn because this opens up your light squared bishop and protects that pawn still. You can see they have no way of taking that. We'll just castle. We can always bring our knight to the center. Yeah, let's go ahead. This move does line up on this pawn, which is lined up on our king, so let's maybe just sidestep that first to avoid any tactics. And we can just solidify the center in here, redefend this. And this also opens up an attack on their knight over there. And if they trade with either of these pieces, we can always take back with the pawn, opening up the rook. Okay, this was a blunder. Hopefully you guys see why, because the queen is already attacking this piece, so once we take back, they'll have no way to defend both pieces. And we are going to be piece up. They could potentially try to give a check to mess up our pawn structure. That would probably be the best thing that they could do in this position, but let's see what they decide to do. Honestly, if they do that, that actually opens up the h-file for us. So we can kind of move our king over, bring our rook and queen, and try to set up some shenanigans on the h-file. So maybe it's not a good plan for them, I don't know. They're kind of just pieced down already after move 11. Yep, they're gonna go for it. So there you go. So like I said, 1, 2. I kind of think that might be best idea to go for. Thinking we defend with the bishop. They can maybe try to launch this pawn, but that's getting very, very desperate. We could ignore the attack completely and go for attack of our own. We might be able to run away though. Oh no, but we have our rook come in. Yeah, I say we do it. Now's the time to get an attack going. If he pushes his pawn forward, we can always sacrifice and try to get some activity going there. But again, this was our plan to use the H file, so there it is. Hopefully this will be a brilliant move. We've got 1, 2 pieces, 2 pieces hanging. And I think we just go for checkmate. I don't know if there's any way he can stop that, even if he takes the bishop. See, he can maybe come forward, but no. I'll have to block. Yeah, let's do it. Like I said, H file for the win. Expecting resignation now, because it's unstoppable. All his pieces are off in no man's land over here. Good game to Ayad. Hopefully we have our first brilliant move that game. I would not be surprised. First brilliant move of the series. Definitely taking his time thinking about it. There's nothing to think about. It's over. Yeah, I guess you can give the queen. There's one move to try to play on. Checkmate. Yep, and he resigns. Okay, good game. We did get the brilliant move. Let's go. Let's see if it gave it to us for real though. Sometimes when you click on game review, it'll take them away. Let's see here. Go back to our analysis board. Back up. Let's refresh. Here's our most recent game. Let's see here. 94% accuracy. Wow, that was pretty good. And yes, we did get first brilliant move. Let's see what it was. So, flip this. I don't know why it is always flipped, but here we go. We just had all the book moves. We were getting our stonewall set up. Took back, castled. I sidestepped to avoid any types of discovered attacks with the king lined up on the pawn. He brought over his knight. We jumped ours into the center because, it opens up the attack, but then also defends our pawn that was under attack twice by his knight and his bishop. He ended up taking, which was a big blunder. So the game was pretty much over then, but he was losing a piece, but we took back. Hopefully this was instructive how we could use the H file. It's saying we could have gotten our queen there immediately, which probably would have been better. But it took me one more move to see that. And this was brilliant because we were just leaving our piece hanging, but we can do some analysis. Let's say he does take goes. Wait, it would probably be best to take this way because forces him into the corner. Yep. And then you can do, this is like a boomerang technique. He comes here, and then that's checkmate. So he saw that. Obviously, he didn't want to take the bishop. He decided to push his pawn. And then we had another great move where we sacrificed the bishop, and this was just unstoppable. I kind of thought this move would be another brilliant, since we're already giving away our bishop again. But you saw, there was no way to stop it. It was checkmate after blocks with the rook. So there you have it. Let's do one more. We're at 1543. Let's do one more, but let's update we had one great move, so we're up to 17 great moves, 8 wins, and we finally got our first brilliant move. So there you have the updated counter. And let's jump into the game. Sacrificing some time there. But that's okay. We know what our plans are. So we are gonna, oh shoot. I meant to only go one space. Okay, well, we're just gonna play it like a gambit. I'm sorry, you guys. That was not the opening I was gonna be going for. But here we go. Just gotta play with what's on the board. So I'm gonna try to gambit this pawn, because then when you castle, it's an open file. You can set up all sorts of threats. Since he didn't defend, we're just gonna take back in the center. And take back here. And he's probably gonna have to retake with his king, unless I'm mistaken. If we take the queen, I'm still not sure if we should. I'm thinking we just kind of go for it, get castled quick, and then we can go for this. Right? Yeah, I'm gonna go for this. Even if he moves the pawn, we have a fork between the two rooks. So see here, the knight is defending that, so we can just get rid of it. Or we can just win the pawn right back. Could even take with the rook. No, because then you'd have a check. Oops. Wrong arrow. Okay. We come here. Take. He takes. We still have a lot of pressure on this pawn, so we give it a shot. potentially go for this. I don't know if that does much. I just wanted to um, open up the rook. Hmm. We can defend the pawn first. Don't want him to come in, so that's why I was thinking of this move. Yeah, I think that's fine. Can still take a pawn. If he doesn't take, I'm thinking if we just push, could solidify a rook in there and kind of block off this bishop here. We'll have to see what he decides to play. Interesting game though. I think, I did not see this knight coming in to defend. That was a good move. So we can already push it. Question is, where will he go? I'm not sure. Let's find out. He might try to go here and here to attack the rook. That's what I'm thinking. He can come here, but from here I don't know where he's going. Pretty much everything else is defended against, so he might just be trapped. Because he can't go here because of my knight in the corner of the board. He can't go down here either because my knight. And everything else, this square, this square, this square, they're all taken. So I think he just got his knight trapped. All because of this move. This blocks him from going back where he needs to. Shows you how easy it is to get your knights trapped. They can be tricky pieces. I don't think he's noticed that it's completely trapped yet. He's still trying to move it around, so. Wouldn't be surprised if we saw a resignation right about now. Doing better on time for once. And he can trade, but we've got another pawn that we're attacking. I prefer to take this pawn because then we can take control of this outpost. But we'll see what he does. We're also attacking this pawn, so there's currently 1, 2, 3 pawns under attack, and the rooks obviously see each other, so it takes. There's still 2 pawns being attacked. Thinking we take this one first. And I like that we have his king cut off. If he comes here, you know, we can take this outpost, which is pretty nice. Right, so like I said, go here. You can give a check. We've got places to run to. Even here, he can't give us another check. He'll probably go down this way. We'll have to see. Or he'll just blunder his rook. Good game to Robin Hood plays. Let's see. That should give us 18 points. So let's see here. Yep, 1561. We did have 2 great moves. Let's do some more review. Let's just quickly review this one. Hopefully you saw how we were able to trap the bishop. I mean the knight. Then in the middle of the board, and it was all thanks to our knight on the edge of the board, which is fun. Usually, oh, and they did have a brilliant move. Wow, interesting. They had 2 blunders. We still won with 80% accuracy. It looks like we were losing to start out. We did have a 1 point. Maybe we shouldn't have taken, but let's start from the beginning. So this could be instructive. So we We definitely messed up by throwing our pawn too far. I meant to only go here. I was trying to play the stonewall setup. We did not get that kind of a game at all. We pinned them. We took. This was the brilliant move. Wow. Okay. Just because he wins a pawn. I mean, I was fine gambiting a pawn either way because we already gambited a pawn. But anyways, we took, traded, kind of went for this in the middle, and I think this was a good move. They also could have defended with this knight. So, wondering if there was something better. Best move is to just launch an attack over on the other side towards the king, I guess. Interesting. Okay. Well, we did not do that. So, kind of went for this. This was the best move to bring out the bishop. And this, I was thinking maybe we could have gone here to attack the rook, but I was thinking maybe he attacks us back, and then he can't because he's got to guard the bishop. I don't think I gave this move enough of a look, because yeah, this is pretty good. If you could win that pawn, I mean, we could have taken this and then taken, yeah, this would have been a great move right there in the center. So we did miss that, but that's okay. We just traded. They took the right way. Kind of thought this would be really good pressure here on the pawn. I was wrong, obviously, because they could just block it. So they did have a great. They played a really good game, honestly. Up until this move, and then the follow up, putting it in the center of the board where it had no moves, which we were able to see. Here was our great move, finding that trap knight. And then yeah, it was just over after that. So let's update the board. We're up to 9 wins, 18 great moves. I still only show 2 blunders. We might have had more than that because we did lose that game, and I don't think I still showed no blunder. I don't know. This is what I've got so far. I could be wrong. Let me know in the comments if something's off. But we got 9 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw, 1 brilliant move, 18 great moves. Let's do one more. We're 1561. Okay. It's prepared. D5. Go here first. So he's not really letting us get our bishop out. Could try to jump forward, and then if he takes, take back with our knight, but that does open the queen for a check on our king. So I don't know if not sure if that would be a good move to go for. Yeah, I'm not sure. We can just bring this out first. Pin the knight. Defend. We don't want to let his queen come out. Develop his pieces for him. So we can castle this way, or we can go here. Try to castle queenside. Kind of thinking queenside would be the best. I'm gonna go for that. We probably do need to take this at some point so our bishop doesn't get trapped. Right now we can always slide back. Or go here, sorry. Here we go. Slide back here. This is gonna force a trade. Question is, which way do we take, with the knight or with the queen? Kind of like taking with the knight because following up we do have some pressure here. But you could try to pin the knight to the queen. And our king is not totally safe. So I don't know. I'm gonna go for this. We can always castle kingside if we need. Like right about now, this is getting pretty dangerous for us. If we push this, he can already start an attack here. So yeah, I'm gonna just get castled, get to safety. If he pushes, I think we are going to push by and then kind of go for our own attack over here. Again, we do have two pieces that can block here. We couldn't have taken this pawn, otherwise he could have taken back and had a fork on us. So that's why we did it that way. Let's see here. Can we bring our other rook to help first? And we can always bring our knight here to attack the pawn. So we can win a pawn here, since that's all that's protecting it. Go for a checkmate. Obviously it's easy to defend against, but it does weaken things up. I can go here first, threatening the rook, and then a potential follow-up check, kind of like that. Yeah, let's do that. Our back rank is a little bit of an issue. Just noticing. I'm wishing there was some sort of tactic here, but there isn't. We're gonna have to just his queen is stuck defending his rook, so I'm thinking if we ever give a check and he takes it, well, it wouldn't be a check. But if we take, he takes, threatens checkmate. Don't really have time to calculate this. If we can get away from the checks, then we might have a win. If not, we might have lost because of the back rank problem. Oh, I guess I lost connection, so there's that too. I did not abandon that game, but let's go ahead and analyze that, because I think it would have been interesting. Let's see here. We played 71. We did have a blunder, but 2 great moves, so I'll update that. We're down to 3 blunders, 20 great moves. And 2 losses. So let's see here. Let's flip again. Seeing the best move would have been to take and allow him to take with either of these pieces. Really? That looks awful. I was not wanting to let that happen, but we took and we ended up, this was a miss. Best move from here is to threaten it again. They can't push because then we just take the knight, I guess. So and the best way to take is with the queen to threaten the rook immediately. Okay. I wasn't sure. I didn't want to release this tension here. I wanted to go for this. Probably was not a great plan. This was a blunder because of the follow-up. Best move is to open up our back rank, because that way we want to have the problem. Probably would just be able to take this though. Oh, then we just take the rook. Okay, that's why we could just leave it. I was thinking we could leave it there, but then I was like, no, you're crazy. There's all these little details, and let's see, what I wanted to see was take. Yeah, that was the best move. I would have gone here, and they do have mate in 1. Just moving the bishop anywhere. Just checkmate. So there wasn't really anything for us there. Alright, well, that concludes the series today. You guys learned something. 9 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw. Let's try again next time. We're at 1542.